Hey guys, Justin here, another rush intro. I just came up to Joondalup and then realized that something is departing, so might as well just hop on board. 462, let's get on board. 3513. Alright, here we are on board, which is another station-to-station connection. And it is going to be another request by Armadale Garbo here. This is a pretty interesting service. There are some common sections with the 461 which I've actually filmed, but the path that actually they reach there is going to be different. 461 will loop around to the shops and go from the back at Shenton Avenue, while 462 just gotta turn right, straight down from here. There's 462 on the outside, there it goes. 2803 and 391, 3518. Haven't been up here in years, oh my goodness. 3495 or 471 service. You see all of the routes here, 462, 463, 464 and 465, all down this way. But 465 is going to turn left, like right over there, while 462, 463, I think they all will pretty much take the same path for now across. But 465 turns left, since it heads over there, I think. I don't remember 465 actually. 465 is the one that's actually a little bit questionable. But 466 just goes to the back of the Joondalup ECU, so it doesn't go past here, and 460, 461 goes via the town center. Well, unfortunately, we didn't see any NHs. NH is probably just a rushed hours exclusive right now. Eventually, when they get more buses, they're gonna go bye-bye, so it's unfortunate that we're not gonna be able to get more of them, but that's okay. And here we are, straight over to Hodges Drive, which is actually the same path as the 461. That whole section is literally the exact same. There's no difference. Except 461 comes from the further top, then it binds down here to combine with 462. But yeah, it's really practically the exact same for this whole section. Now down to Ocean Reef Road, isn't it? I don't remember that middle one again. I think it's Ocean Reef. And then we're separate from the 461 a little bit. We're going straight. The other ones are turning left, which is the 463 and 464, which again actually takes, I think, the same path over there before it splits a little bit further down. boy, that was a big turn. There's that Prindeville College. That's an annoying one later on because I will actually need to wait until all the school specials comes in later on just to get them cleared, which include one at 4 Clarkson because it starts from Prindeville and goes all the way up to Clarkson. So that one's going to be a frustrating one to do, but not as frustrating as some of the ones in Mundaring and also Eastern Hills. Those are going to be really frustrating, especially also I got 3 early morning at 8 AM down in Mandurah. Well, going into the clouds now, and here's where the 461, 462 common section is. This entire section is the exact same. But 461 I filmed it at the back with that one time with that driver just trapping the boss. But 461 turns right here now. We continue going straight on Ocean Reef. Wow, this whole service empty. Looks like we got someone waiting for the bus. Here it is. Someone's finally boarding. And here's a little bit of a unique section here because there's this little small upcoming. There will be a small little square that I actually need to serve before it touched the shops later on. Here's Kalaroo, which is a suburb up north. Okay, more people. This is 30 minutes per bus on a weekday. It does run on weekdays. I think weekdays exclusive for this route actually. I might need to check the app, but I think like the maximum runs on Saturday, but I think it's weekdays exclusive for this stupid thing. Which is so weird. I guess 461 is close by, but still, these inner streets are not as close for the sub 461, so it's kind of unfortunate. Sorry about that. Might have filmed towards the sky there. Unfortunate, no NHs, no electric buses. I mean, electric buses only 4003, so it's just 4003 for that one. But because 4002 has been swapped to a cat bus, so that's why you can't run 4002 anymore on other routes. So it's just 4003, which is randomly on some random routes sometimes, but I think it does run regularly, but I haven't really regularly seen it. Yesterday I just took an electric bus on 950X, that's crazy. I've never seen a line that crazy at UWA. You remember that stop at the business school stop? Like right after the circle route turns in and turns out, that stop? Like the stop before it runs straight out? That one stop? Usually has a coordinator. Yesterday somehow there was not a coordinator, and there was like 100 people waiting there. I'm not even joking. It's crazy yesterday. People lining up from the bus. Oh, 2162. Crap. That's the guy I seen earlier on, and then he's on 462 now. Now, that 950X, it was completely packed yesterday. I bet there was like complete full bus. People standing right next to me at the front seat, all the way to the back is completely packed. It cannot fit in everything, followed by two 950s Arctics, and then they're also insanely full. Literally the line was at the bus stop, all the way lined up to where the underpass was. It's like, you can not even see the end of the line yesterday, which is crazy. And now I turn back out now, and we go down to the shops, and now it's the same path, straight over to Whitfords station. Yeah, yesterday was insane. Plus, there are actually a decent amount of people that boarded in the hospital when I boarded. So, that 950X was absolutely packed yesterday. That's why 950X is pretty useful in terms of that, because it skips some of the stops in the middle there, which really helps balance out the stuff, but it's just after Elizabeth Quay is pretty crap. So there's the two people that actually got off for the shops, and now it's empty bus again. Oh, there's a bus at the front. They already picked up everyone. So it's gonna be empty bus till the end then. RIP. But this time, hopefully, I won't get trapped on the bus because I'm right here at the front seat. But sometimes I have seen so many stupid drivers, like in Curtin Uni, around the areas with the short trips terminating. And then they somehow never been able to actually clear the entire bus. Sometimes I see like one person still stuck on the bus, and then they never knew that it's actually terminating, so they just stay on the bus and continue taking it, thought like it's like normal service. And then they've terminated, and then the driver somehow don't see them, and then just continue driving out NIS with the passenger still on the bus. And sometimes I actually need to call the driver back to actually just stop him. 442 over there, 2561, that's a beating up bus. But, and sometimes one time, like I said, one guy sat on the front seat, and then the driver didn't see him, and then he went over the layover. I'm like, what? This is such a crap service. There's literally no one on this bus. So bad. Now, like, take my precious time to go up to Joondalup later on, so that's why I first go to the toilet break at Whitfords, then I'll take probably 467 all the way, because I'm trying to stall as long as possible. I'm not hungry right now, so I'll try to stall until 2, then I go in and eat, and then I need to wait until the school specials comes in, which is at 3:30. Now during that time, I guess one thing I can do is to loop the school cats. Then I can just like loop them. It's like whatever, you know. I can loop the school cats and and then just take it like that. Or I'm not gonna loop like 3 times on the same bus. I'll just loop like once and then maybe loop again if I want to. Ugh, more terrible lights. Four 6-1. 2690. That one was one of the buses that actually was down south during the shutdown, but now it's back up here. So a lot of the buses have been swapped back to their original owners. They don't need to actually be at different depots now. They're back to their original depots. 442, 3489. Everyone went up to 494 and it was 2610 on the 494, yes, X-Cat, which got swapped up there again. So, there that goes. So 2610 X-Cat. Which the other ones are just normal B7s, which is running in Wangara, but 2610 and we have 2617, all these are B8s, which from Cats. What the hell is this parking spot for these buses? They're so close to the exit over here. 441 now, 2561. That's the bus we saw earlier on the 442. And we drop off right here. Let's get off right here. There it goes, Whitfords Station. By Hodges Drive, Bridgewater Drive. By Whitfords City Shopping Centre. There it goes, 3513 on the 462 service. Okay, so luckily no drivers have been yelling at me so far because I've already taken 2 full journeys on I've already taken 2 full journeys on connection services, so which is weird. So, but here I am at Whitfords Scan, and I don't know what to take later on. Either I take 467, which is the insane loop around, or I take 466, which is also an interesting little service. But actually, there's a lot of common section with the stuff between 465 and 466. There's so many similar sections. What the hell? Wow. It's just the 467 is this massive loop, which takes 40 minutes to go to Joondalup, which is crazy. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.